Hey, what is up, everybody? It is REDinFamy, your master geektress. Um, so the destiny to reveal finally here. They finally gonna make some announcements. Real quick, I wanted to do a moment of silence for George Floyd as he was laid to rest. Well, it's going to his service was today. I believe he's going to be laid to rest tomorrow. So just a moment of silence and prayers, definitely to his family. So yeah, God bless him and his family. And during these times, definitely everybody needs to have some solid and unite for real. So I definitely want to chime in on that in another video. And a lot of companies have definitely been making their way. But I want to start and give y'all my reactions to Destiny 2. So, Destiny, as y'all all know, I've been playing Destiny for a very long time, reported on Destiny, and I definitely wanted to share my first reaction. So right now, yeah, Bungie is showing, of course, shedding some light to what happened. A lot of companies are doing that. And as I've been saying for the longest, is just definitely keep that same energy, you know. And this is very interesting on what they're doing right here, just on how long, um, it took and what happened. Yep, definitely do more than just talk about it. hmm Yep, it's definitely not enough. It's like I said, gotta keep that same energy after all of this. We've seen it so many times that someone become a hashtag and then the next week later everybody's back to the same old same old. So this is interesting how they did it, um, as far as to give respect and also shed light to different organizations that they have down here, because it takes more than just, of course, donating to these different causes, but also mobilizing different things too within the industry. I've been tweeting about that like for the past week before, the unfortunate of Breonna Taylor and also George Floyd and so many countless other people as well who have lost their lives to police officers, brutality, and all kind of gun violence. Um, just the systematic stuff that happens against us. You have these people that are saying these all live matters rhetoric, which was just created to go against Black lives. So, like I said, these companies, including Bungie, uh, and other ones as well, like that same energy, just have to keep up and has to be within even your organizations as well to change. Uh, when I go to these events, or wherever, I do not see that many people that look like me invited. I want to see more black women, of course, and there's tons of, content creators on Destiny that play Destiny, and nobody should have to ask for this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a shame that the stuff that we're talking about, the stuff that we're asking for, is things that our grandparents asked for, and it's 2020. So it's I'm glad they're actually doing something in the minutes that this man lost his life, and everyone else, to kind of shed light to that. But definitely, even us as content creators in this space, as black content creators, because we always say people of color instead of actually being like specific on who we're actually talking about. So, like I mentioned, I've been saying this for a long time. I've been like advocating this for a long time, and it's a shame that someone has to lose their life in order for it to be signaled as a like a signal boost. But yeah, even as black content creators, like, support one another. You know, it's a simple thing to do. It's one Discord call away. It's one follow. It's one share. It's one, okay, let's do this. Let's team up to do this. Let's team up to, um, donate to these different organizations. Besides just the same old organizations all the time, like, do the research as well too. Even on my part as well. So yeah. Um, Forgot I got my little thing going on here with the mouse. What you think about it?
Well,
The way they're doing the setup?
oh, fire. It's fire the way you did that. I'm just laying the count down out of respect. Like, it's
Mm-hmm.
dope.
see what's they're about to show us that we've been waiting for a long time. Going into this next gen.
I'm Mark Noseworthy. I'm the Destiny 2 General Manager.
I'm Luke Smith, and I'm the Destiny 2 Game Director.
Before we started the show today, we wanted to just acknowledge the circumstances and the unprecedented times we're in. This is not how we had planned this several months ago to talk about the future of Destiny 2 and reveal where we're headed with the team. This show's not how we planned it. We're building the game, not how we planned it, from our living rooms and basements and with our kids and our dogs and all sorts of stuff on our laps while we're trying to make this game.
Yeah, this is just there's an inherent weirdness to this. Even the weirdness of this is the first time I've seen you in person in the last probably 3 months, and I don't know if people know, but outside of the show that is work, those are actually pretty close. We hang out, we talk all the time. Our significant others are buddies. And so, it's super weird just to see you in person.
Yeah, not on a screen.
Yeah, not on this little Zoom screen on an iPad
That's
or something.
crazy.
It's just totally bizarre. This is not how we envisioned this, and certainly our hope was that it would be more than just us two talking about this stuff. And over the course of the summer, a bunch more folks.
They still got them at a distance too.
What we're up to. What we're going to be up to.
Let's get the show started.
Sure, I have it at. Okay. I wonder why mine's a. I guess it's the live stream. Ooh. Errors. I always forgot their name from the first game.
This is what I brought you here to see.
What is that? Beyond light. Ooh. That's wow. Okay.
So, Luke, is it finally time to explain?
Listen, some jerk said that we were done with the Stranger story, and as you get back into Destiny,
The
you
Stranger.
keep around and finding stones to uncover. A character who says that she's not forged in light, and where the two of you meet, ground can break, becomes a pretty interesting tool to leverage here in Destiny 2 Beyond Light and going forward. It is the beginning of a brand new era in Destiny 2. This fall, you're going to discover Europa, a brand new destination, and one of the first destinations we envisioned long ago when Destiny began. This is the birthplace of the Exo and the site of a newly active pyramid ship.
Okay.
As a player, you're going to face Aramis, a fallen warrior wielding a brand new power born from a very ancient darkness.
Like you, Aramis is a leader, but unlike you, she seeks revenge against the Traveler first, scattering her people's once great houses to the cosmic light.
Finally.
It's up to you to confront Aramis and her growing empire on the frozen battlegrounds of Europa. And it's up to you to go beyond and discover long dormant secrets hidden beneath the surface in places lost to time, like
The Deep Stone Crypt.
yes, there you go.
That one I've
Lore
heard of.
corner.
That one I
yeah,
heard of, yeah.
doing it. There's a lot more to Europa than you might imagine. And here's your first look at gameplay from Destiny 2 Beyond Light.
Okay. Okay, finally
Where
they're
I come
doing
from,
something with the
the
traveler
darkness one.
situation.
I have witnessed this firsthand. I refuse to let it happen again.
Okay.
It's time the truth presented itself to you. Darkness resides within, beckoning you. This is a truth we cannot hide from. And so we must embrace it. The line between light and dark is so very thin. Let's cross it together.
Oh. Okay, we see some new powers.
I will give these guardians the destruction they crave.
Oh, I see some ice subclass going on.
It's time to wield the darkness. We've been waiting. Destiny 2 Beyond Light ships to all currently supported platforms on September 22nd this year. And it kicks off a new era of Destiny where players will discover the true nature of the light and the dark. Not just walking the thin line between, but wielding the darkness itself as a weapon with stasis.
And we did just get
T-stacking.
like
I
a
was
very
talking about
brief
this.
look at that today, and obviously we're gonna end up showing more throughout the course of the summer. And the other thing is stasis, this new power, isn't just gonna be Guardian's
Stasis.
abilities. It's a brand new damage type, so that means it's gonna ultimately sit alongside Solar, Arc, and Void as the first new element we've introduced to the game since the original Destiny release way back in 2014.
This is a big deal. Like, it's a big deal to add this to the universe. Like, it changes.
Finally a new
It's a lot of
subclass.
work.
So stasis. So I guess stasis is
Today,
this ice
you got
form.
a glimpse of this new power, and it's definitely the pursuit and acquisition and the player's ability to wield it is something that's gonna be woven into the narrative of the game. Like the game is kind of a collision course between you and Aramis, and we're gonna show you a bunch more about stasis later in the year.
Because though we're excited about what we're delivering this fall, we did say that Destiny 2 Beyond Light was the beginning of a new era.
What does that mean? Well, it means that we're thinking about Destiny beyond just the beginning of the year, thinking about it over time. And so we want to take a look into kind of the long future of Destiny, but when you want to look ahead, like we're about to do, it all starts back at the beginning.
Oh shoot. So many hours.
We called it the Traveler, and its arrival changed us forever.
Eyes up, Guardian.
You must push back the darkness. Guardians are fighting on Earth and beyond. Join them.
That pissed me off. I'm like, that's it.
Went down into the pit. In the end, they all bowed before me.
So
We
many
have slain
memories.
his brood. We have murdered his son. And now the Taken King comes for us all.
You're gonna see some stuff that you didn't do.
How long has it sat in silence, watching us? It seems those responsible for our collapse are coming back. We've been waiting. We are your salvation. The line between light and dark is so very thin.
Okay.
Do you know which side you're on?
The Witch Queen. Okay.
The
We're
side
going.
should always be taken,
Oh, we're
even
going.
if it's the wrong side.
Lightfall instead of Nightfall.
We are
Okay.
building Destiny's future today, right inside of Destiny 2. It starts with Beyond Light coming this fall.
It's going to continue with the next major expansion, the Witch Queen, and Lightfall is going to kind of drive this all to a moment. These three releases represent this new era in Destiny. These eras began really in 2014 with that era of light, where players entered Destiny for the first time. They were resurrected. They went to the tower. They learned about the things the children were scared of, and we exited that era when we became Guardians.
We are now coming out of an era of loss of our powers, one of our mentors, our innocence, and soon we will be entering an era of darkness. And if it's not clear, we are all in on Destiny 2.
Last year, we laid out a vision for the game that we wanted to build the definitive action MMO, place it in an awesome evolving world that you can play anytime, anywhere with your friends. We are still completely committed to this ambitious vision, and we're going to continue reaching to deliver it in Destiny 2. And to be clear, because I'm sure like over here in the Twitch chat, there's some mix of salt and space dad. We haven't gotten everything right out of the game. For example, we've already begun working on changes that we're going to make to our seasonal model in year 4 to get a bunch of the FOMO that's in the game right now. And this is a response not only to your feedback, but just, we took it in the wrong direction. You could
Yeah,
play
when I
that.
started Destiny 2, I took it in the
We're
wrong
also
direction.
working on things like transmog, and that's going to be an experience that means armor is kind of always valuable to you because it can always represent a look for you to chase. And we've got a bunch of other improvements to the experience that we're working on. Things like the quest log is going to get like another awesome revision. We've got like small touches, like a oft requested one. And I think when we started Beyond Light, this was one that I made to Mike Zach.
Are the factions coming back?
A dark title screen back in Destiny so that the light white heat of the title screen doesn't light up your entire apartment at 2 a.m. So there are the small features, but then there's also some big features, and maybe one of the biggest is next generation support.
I think one of the most exciting things we're going to talk about is the game's going to run at 60 frames per second.
Finally.
On the hardware.
We're also really happy to say that whatever content you already own or will own in Destiny 2 will come with you to your next generation console of choice at no extra charge. On
Okay.
PlayStation, you'll be able to upgrade to PlayStation 5 for free. And on Xbox, we will support smart delivery, also for free. In plain English, this means if you own Destiny 2 expansion content on those platforms, now or in the future, or by Beyond Light in September, you can keep playing on the same family consoles for free without buying the expansions again.
Will you do that for
I think
PC
that's
though?
awesome. And you don't have to worry about busting up your friends list either, because we're going to support intergenerational crossplay within each console platform ecosystem as well. This means
Finally.
if your brother's playing on PS4 and your sister's playing on PS5, all three of you can play together. We do the same thing
Oh,
in the
you didn't
Xbox
say.
ecosystem. This year we're focused on intergenerational play. Hopefully next year we can
Is
finally
it
do the
cross-play?
thing of all playing together in the same ecosystem.
I don't think they answered that.
So Shadowkeep was cool, and Shadowkeep brought back
Like
the moon and
PS4
upgraded it
playing on
and enhanced it.
Xbox.
And so we brought a destination out of the vault and just spruced it up, and that's where you got to play. We're not doing that with this fall's destination, Europa. It's a brand new place you've never been before. And both the Witch Queen and Lightfall are going to also include brand new, never-before-seen destinations. These expansions will stretch out across a timeline that's going to bring much-anticipated enemies to the forefront and hopefully deliver some twists, turns, drama that we don't think anyone's going to see coming.
But to deliver these big content beats each and every year and keep building on top of our seasonal experiences while making technological leaps forward, we also need to make some big changes to the way we treat some of our older legacy content.
The stuff that maybe is getting a little long in the tooth that you're not really looking at and playing anymore. You're not.
Destiny 2 is a huge game. We have 9 destinations, 40 story missions, 54 adventures, 42 lost sectors, 17 strikes, 31 PvP maps, 7 raids, and hundreds of game systems that layer on top of that. I could go on, and I've probably screwed up one of those numbers. The fact is, the game is too large to efficiently update and maintain. We're on track to be like 115 gigabytes on PlayStation alone, and our updates to the game are huge, and we're starting to reach the limits of our ability to patch.
We don't want to start over from scratch and build a sequel. And in order to make a sequel, we would have to stop supporting Destiny 2. It would effectively go dark.
You know, we talked about a single evolving world, not multiple evolving worlds, but a single evolving world. And we don't want people to have to start over. We don't want to have that loss of continuity with our game systems and our communities and all the players together.
We don't want to put another number on the box. So instead,
So no Destiny 3.
each year, just as a new expansion comes out, we're going to cycle older, less actively played activity and destination content out of the live game and into what we're calling the Destiny Content Vault, the DCV. Moving content into this vault is going to allow us to add support for D2 for years, including Beyond Light, the Witch Queen, and Lightfall. This vault is also going to allow us to take content from Destiny 1, do some work on it, get it ready to come back into the Destiny 2 ecosystem. So we're not just going to be taking stuff away, we're also going to be going into that classic vault and kind of bringing some stuff back, or unvaulting activity and destination content each year.
Thinking about the greatest hits of Destiny, right? Like, what are the new tracks we can lay down? What's something from the past that was like pretty cool that could be made even better if it existed today?
That's dope.
And what does that look like?
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that there's a lot of awesome stuff that the team has built over the 6 years of making Destiny, and that Destiny 2 players totally have missed out on. Like later this year, Destiny 1's Cosmodrome's coming back this fall as a selectable destination. Its 3 strikes are also going to come back during Season 12 and Season 13, and part of the awesome thing here is a bunch of players haven't played Sepix. Sepix was the strike from the beta way back in like summer 2014. It is the oldest,
Like the definitive like original strike that we felt like hit the right notes.
Yeah,
in Destiny 1.
That
right?
beta
We
was
left
on
all that
point.
behind when we made Destiny 2. We're saying like we don't want to do that again. Well, let's not do that again. Let's also reach into the past and like bring it into the present.
there's a lot of great content in our past, and maybe this year we'll see a classic raid come back. I think it'd be pretty amazing this year to see the vaulted class kind of unvaulted.
Oh God.
Like I can imagine.
I
things
cursed
like
so many people out with Volta Glass.
instead of just regular Praetorian.
Oh,
Kind of updating it slightly to the modern context, but still preserving that like classic feel.
This fall when the expansion comes out, not only are we going to be bringing back Cosmodrome and adding Europa, but we're going to look at some of that content that's been in the game for a long time, that's been free, that isn't actively played. That's when some of that is going to evolve.
Well, after the show, we're going to have a much more in-depth article that you can read on our plans for vaulting content on Bungie.net and why we're taking this unprecedented approach and what it means for the game this year and for the game going forward. We're also going to be conducting a bunch of interviews to answer your big questions, and we will continue the conversation with coverage in our ongoing This Week at Bungie community conversations, as well as there will be a bunch of player support and DPS articles about this all summer long. You know, we've placed a bunch of bets on that Destiny Cosmic board, whether it's the Traveler waking up, whether it's the Stranger dissolving after telling you, there's so much more to explore out there. And so, we're going to start to bring a bunch of these threads home, and here's a look at the beginning of those threads coming home to roost this summer in Season of Rise.
interesting. Very interesting.
The Almighty has we've been reduced to smoldering ash. And with allies like Rasputin, who can stop us?
From Titan to Mercury, their shadow reaches.
Is their message a warning? A trick? We can't know until we hear their words for ourselves. You bring weapons. You will not need them. We offer only truth.
The darkness reached out, but something interferes. The witch sister of the taken king, Salathun.
I knew it was a hide.
We are the final line that halts the second collapse.
An exotic quest.
Prepare yourself, Guardian. This battle is not over.
Season of arrivals. Okay, so the new season is up and running. I'm gonna have to look at that.
So that's the season of arrivals. It starts any minute now at 10 a.m. Pacific.
So today, we looked at
So
a
I
bunch
guess
of stuff.
you're on
We talked
Destiny
about
today.
the Destiny content ball. We looked into the past to see kind of how we got to where we are today. We looked into the far future with the Witch Queen and Lightfall. And we also talked about Beyond Light, which is the beginning of a new era in Destiny 2. And if pre-ordering's kind of your thing, like the pre-orders are going to go live today. Like if you're interested, there's some sweet bonuses. And that's kind of the summary of the show.
If you're excited about the start of Beyond Light and where we're headed, well, the season arrivals, it's kind of like a prelude. You know, it's really setting up that story. So we encourage you to get in and play.
There's one more thing I totally forgot. So today at 5 p.m. Pacific, we're gonna launch a brand new dungeon called Prophecy.
Oh,
Prophecy is the dungeon that involves the Nine.
Time
And
to
that's kind of like
curse
all I'm
my
gonna say about
friends
it,
out.
because there's a little bit of business to get to with it, and then we'll wrap. But it's got a brand new set of armor for you to chase. It's classic armor for you to chase. It's gonna be at a really high power level, which means it's like a solid day's work plus a little bit of skill to summit that mountain.
It's free for all players.
It's free for all players. And we're going to show you a trailer.
it's free for
If you
all
don't wanna see anything
players.
from the dungeon, just click the little red X or like get up and go, make an omelet, and then come back, and the stream will be over, and you can play Season of Arrivals in Destiny 2. I think that's we're like there. We've handled everything.
I think it's the time to say thank you all for tuning in and giving us your time today, and just for playing Destiny. Part of this.
Okay, I heard that, but I just put the PlayStation on just now.
On behalf of everyone at Bungie, stay safe out there, and no, I'll see you soon.
That's dope. That we're able to play it for free. It's nothing we have to buy. It's introducing more players that have picked up Destiny, or to get players that stopped playing Destiny to get back on. I think it's very smart. Oh, this looks crazy. This looks very like 80ish. Oh, at 5. Well, at 8. I guess. Daito Foundry armor. Looks pretty fire. So you can pre-order right now. Okay. Y'all pulling me back. Y'all pulling me back. Let's see how this go. Um. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So okay. So here's my 2 cents on everything that was shown, and also that they're not coming out with a Destiny 3. Sorry if I hear motorcycles in the back. All right. So, like I mentioned from before, playing hours of Destiny 1 and really being invested in Destiny 1, I wasn't so invested in Destiny 2 when it first came out. I felt like Bungie was going through a weird time, of course, but they succumbed to a lot of the community that was not the diehard Bungie, like the diehard Destiny community. They fell victim to people that played Destiny or was new to Destiny 2 and made so many useless complaints. Like, it's one thing as a developer to, of course, listen to your community, see how you can improve it, but there have to be some type of balance of keeping your own creative integrity, and then also trying to improve what you created based upon the actual hardcore community. Because the hardcore community of Destiny, what I mean by hardcore is that you play hours and hours, you've sunk hours and hours into that game, that you know the ins and out of it, what can be improved. Not the community that you jumped on Destiny and you played it and you jumped into Crucible and you did a couple of strikes and you're complaining about something. Like, that really doesn't hold that much validity on what you're actually going to give back to the people who made the game. Because I've seen that the people who played Destiny 1 and made the complaints, they like carried those things to fix, but there weren't broken things in the game. So of course we see Destiny 1 evolved and became great because of Taken King. Then of course you had the Iron DLC as well. To me, it wasn't that pivotal as Taken King. With Destiny 2, of course, we had Osiris, we had Warmind, Forsaken. I'm not sure if I'm missing something else, but it's very interesting that they are moving into not adding, like he said, another number onto the box. They actually, because Destiny is so huge, Destiny 2 is so huge, they want to actually build upon it and kind of put things in the back so you don't have like this, because I'm still scared about how many gigs. Like, they mentioned that Destiny 2 alone is almost like 112 almost to 120 gigs almost. If I'm not, I think it's like 112 gigs. It's the same thing that's happening with Call of Duty. It's like an ever evolving game, but are y'all also being conscious of our hard drives? Like, that's, like, I understand it's ambitious to give us more content, but the thing is like, do y'all understand that y'all gonna have to send us like a hard drive? That's the thing. So they was being conscious about that, having things as course saying, putting it into a vault, and also bringing things back from Destiny 1 as well. I thought that was very interesting to bring things from Destiny 1 for all of us Destiny fans out there, and adding things that we would have wished, or to make it greater. So like, Destiny is a really big community. I actually enjoy the Destiny community. The Destiny community loves to help one another. Like, okay, you need help with grade, okay, I got you, boom, we're gonna bring this and that. I've experienced that. I haven't like gone out and say, hey, I need help. I have friends that was like, okay, Red need help, we're gonna go to the forums real quick and get help for you because we can't find this these couple of people to help you with the raid. And I love that. I felt like Destiny, Bungie needed to expand on that within the game as well, and they tried to do that. I hope to see that they're able to expand and have that executed as well. Some of the things that they mentioned, I wanted to, let me see if I could just scrub back, see if I can scrub where it was, and it, when it was mentioning, I forgot what it was mentioning at, but I was just scrubbing through. So I did for my, excuse me, for my Destiny 2 review that I had done, I did it with my brother G Stack. And I don't know if any of y'all are familiar with the original story of Destiny, and it got canned because Bungie was kind of unsure, I guess, on how this can be. I guess the story on how it can be ever evolving. I guess that was something that was always in the back of their head, especially when it was being signed to Activision. So I'm not sure if that played a part. But basically, to give some insight, the Traveler was supposed to be evil. The speaker was supposed to be this type of, I don't know, connection, evil connection to it, and we knew about that, and it got changed as far as like the Traveler being this thing that everyone extols and praise, and they get their energy from. But we wanted to see if there was another side to the Traveler that no one actually, there had to have been someone in the galaxy that did not like the whole thing when it came to the Traveler, and we're seeing that. And this is something that I'm going to try and find and make a clip of it, because I said it in my Destiny 2 review when I was doing a live review of the game with my brother, when we finally beat the Destiny 2 story, was that there has to be something that they did take from that original story and kind of wanted to keep it, but like do, a twist. And I guess this is going to be the twist with Beyond Light, because there had to been some type of negative thing with it, and now we get to see who the EXO actually was, as far as one of the race that is in Destiny, you know, universe as a whole, and get to see the stranger, because of course we met her in Destiny 1 and Destiny 2. We didn't like Destiny 1 ended like, you serious? What we say in New York, you dead ass. like it ended and it fell off, and it was like, yo, so I gotta read these Grimoire cards to like figure out what's going on. And I'm glad they changed things in Destiny 2, where it really started to expand and elaborate on what is going on. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and do different things in the game and read Grimoire cards, or go on like Destiny Wiki to get, like, who has time for that? Of course, if you're a fan, you're gonna be curious enough to go and try to find these answers to a lot of unanswered questions in Destiny 1 and following up with Destiny 2. So I love that they're now giving and shedding light to the EXO and seeing where they come from. She has, I guess, a vendetta, or did not like what was happening when it came to the Traveler, if I'm taking that incorrectly. So I love to see that there's going to expand on that whole situation, on what was going on, and why the whole quote unquote darkness, like, you're going to be able to actually wield it. One of the things that my brother G Stack had, like, was saying, like, wonder if the light is actually nothing positive, it's actually negative, or it has some type of negative effect on the Guardians, and they have yet to actually, uncloth on what's going on. Eris Mon, if you play in Destiny 2, of course, her team went to go and fight. It was 6 of them, and they got destroyed, and you had to go pick up what was going on. But it's something's very still mysterious about her till this day. She's still mysterious, and I guess they're going to expand more on what she was talking about, because her whole story is with the Hive. So that's what Destiny 2, like this whole expansion would be on Light. And I'm trying to see what the other expansion was called. I'm trying to go back to it. Because I was just like, wow, they finally doing what we all was trying to figure out. And I'm trying to expand on that. Let me see if I can get it. So, yeah. Trying to scrub to where I want to go. Because I wasn't taking notes. I was just trying. Oh, Lightfall. So you have Lightfall, which I guess is going to expand on EXO, if I'm not mistaken. And then you have the one, the Witch Queen. And then, of course, you're going to have 20, 21. It's going to be supported all the way up until 2022, which is very interesting as well. So on a story basis, I'm not too worried. Like I'm very excited on a story basis point. I'm sorry if I hear all that craziness in the background. On they didn't mention anything about multiplayer. They did mention, of course, about cross platform play, but they were very specific in what they were saying. So I hope to kind of dig in and see if they're going to do if they're going to talk about multiplayer and what Crucible is going to look like. The only multiplayer they talked about is that, at 5 p.m. my what no 8 p.m. my time, that they're gonna come out with the new vault. I mean, not vault, but the new so-called dungeon, which was right here. Let me see if I can play it again.
Play Season of Arrivals in Destiny 2. I think that.
So this is the new raid, I guess, that you're gonna be able to do. Prophecy Dungeon. So on Prophecy Dungeon, we're gonna be able to play that tonight, and I can't wait. I've been trying to get to 1,000 lights, so that was the thing. There's gonna be some more questions to be answered with the whole Destiny 2 lore. So I have like some guesses on certain things. I'm gonna try and find that clip that I did of my Destiny 2 review. But yeah, as far as what they were saying with cross-platform, they mentioned like, okay, if I'm on PlayStation 4, that I can still play with somebody on PlayStation 5. I get that. What I'm asking, what as far as cross-play, is it going to be like Call of Duty, Modern Warfare? It's great. Like, I'm able to still be on my PlayStation 4 and play with my friends on Xbox. I don't have to worry about purchasing something twice to play with my PlayStation friends, my PC friends, and my Xbox friends. That's what I wanted to hear. I didn't really get that from this. Sounds like, okay, if you're on Series, they have a partnership with PlayStation, so they're gonna mention PlayStation a lot. So I don't know if they still have that partnership with PlayStation, but if you paid attention, I guess they do, because they mention PlayStation more than they mention Xbox. So they did mention that smart delivery, of course, is going to be there. But I want to know if I'm able to play even on my PlayStation 4 and play with somebody on the Series X, or play with someone on Xbox One, or play with someone on PC. Of course, I want a cross play. You know what I'm saying? Of course, they have the cross save. Another question I had is something that I seen recently. If y'all are doing this for next gen, okay, if I have PlayStation 4 and I purchased all the DLC, it'll go over to PS5. Cool. My question is, and I have the expansions on PlayStation 4, but those expansions does not go to PC at all. You did a cross-play save, but can I get the cross-play content that I have, that I either purchased or got for review? Like, am I able to have that sent to the PC? So, and don't have to wait till next gen for that to happen. That's a question that I have as well. Because I recently was like, okay, I'm gonna go on PC and play, but I was like, I don't have the expansions, but I got them on PlayStation though, and I don't mind playing on PlayStation, but I would love to play 60 right now on my PC with this. So I'm happy that it's gonna be 60 frames out the gate, uh, with the next generation, especially since they are not going to make a Destiny 3. They feel it's not in his best interest to do it because they would have to start all the way from scratch, and it's already a continuation. I'm glad that they were very transparent and honest in that, because a lot of times we will get games that we was like, so why didn't y'all just make this a DLC? And one of those games that I feel is like that is The Division. Like, The Division, I felt The Division 2, I should say, should have just been an expansion. Um, it should have not been a game. I think we're seeing that more with every evolving games that messed up at first and have a second chance to, redeem themselves. We've seen that with No Man's Sky, Destiny on both, Destiny 1 and 2. Um, For Honor wasn't bad, but they was able to keep it running and going. Rainbow Six Siege had that as well. We see these games that still live on and is just evolving and becoming better. So I love that they was transparent with that, and I'm excited to play this prophecy dungeon tonight. So I'm gonna be on Destiny, and I'm going to I kind of been making my ways to get my guardian to 1,000. I haven't done the raid, so I'm gonna hit up my homeboys, uh, Griznak, and Kadeem, and whomever wanna, and my homeboy, my good friend Tay as well, and see if my brother wanna join in. I need help on this raid. I need some raids under my belt. I need some more armor. I have yet to complete any raid in Destiny 2 because I wasn't feeling it like that, and I forgot what other games came out that just took me away from Destiny. But I hope everybody was excited about the reveal. I'm very excited about the reveal. I cannot wait. From what they're expanding on, I want to hear more about the Crucible, what they're going to change, what they're going to improve. They said they are going to improve also on the quest. I feel like some of the quest was lackluster, or like, why do I have to do so much for this one quest of this gun, and this gun is trash? It's like, oh, why do I have to do this much for this exotic? Like, there needs to be some balance, and they are listening to the community. I am glad that Bungie actually pays attention to things that's logical to fix and pay attention to, because that's just one of the things. Developers nowadays just have to stay strong to their convictions on their game, just as long as it's not trash. And whatever they see that is very profound and makes sense from the community to fix, of course, then they need to listen to that community and fix it. um so yeah, I'm happy to see that. And like I said, on a closing note, and this is to Bungie, is that there's tons. Nothing should. The world we live in now is very hashtag and trendish, unfortunately. And I've seen a lot of companies taking a stance and saying something, but it's not gonna look well if y'all are doing it so nobody boycotts your company, so no, your sales don't go down. Like, we want to see that it's either going to push companies to be conscious. Like, I've seen a lot of times that, and this is something, me as a black woman, and seeing as far as with my people, we are not selfish people. And what I mean by that is we're always worrying about someone else other than ourselves. But on the other end, we don't get that same energy and that same treatment. So, at all. When we as a people have been so marginalized beyond any other people of color, on the hatred that we get and the forgetfulness that we get. And I'm saying that because I've experienced it in the gaming industry. I've experienced it amongst even my peers in the gaming industry, or tech or geek industry as a whole. And what I'm leading up to is that that's as far as Bungie. I love what they was doing. You know, of course, you have uh, you have several black voice actors that are pivotal in this game. You have several black characters in this game as well. And I seen that they were conscious. That's what I'm talking about. Like, conscious about, yeah, we have to make sure there's some type of diversity. Like, that's what I'm saying. We don't live in a homogenous world of one people at all. A lot of people could say, "Oh, we are one human race." Like, with that, there's beauty in diversity. Okay, there's beauty in that. Just like how someone loves their PS4. Imagine if there was just one console and that's it. Like, there's beauty in differences. No one wants to admit to things like that. There's beauty in differences. What is wrong? Like, it's just like eating the same food, the same exact food every day. Who wants to do that? You want to eat. You want to. You only able to be in one country. You can't go and see other countries. Like, that's what I mean by the mindset. So what I'm saying, that pulling that back to the gaming as far as video games, and as far as the movement on what's going on, what I'm saying is with these different developers is that you should have even if you're an all white team, there should be a conscious that, okay, damn, this is our third game and they still white. Like, you don't want to expand if, like, to have a black woman, and let's get some black women gamers and consult with them, or just hear them out, or uh what developer we could get, a black woman programmer, developer, designer, writer, and see what perspective we could get from her as a character. We have no black female protagonists. Last one we had was a game back in PS1. I forgot the name, like, out off the top of my head right now. But that we know that she's a black woman, not some ambiguous we don't know and we have to guess. I'm talking about, like, we know that she's an actual black woman as a protagonist, not from some TV show. We're talking about something that was made for the game. Okay? So that's what I'm talking about, conscious. I see other, like I mentioned about my, we always worrying about someone else and not trying to build and worry about ourselves at the moment at all. But when we get this energy from these companies, these video game companies, we don't see that. Like I mentioned, Ubisoft does a great job with that, and like I'm giving a shout out to Bungie that I got to hear black voice actors and black characters in the game. Like, that was just there, and I see a mostly white team. As far as the mostly white team, you're gonna have to change that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that should just be a conscious period. But yeah, just that on an end note. I will be on Destiny 2 tonight. I will be streaming that tonight as well. And everybody, please stay safe out there. Please stay strong out there, conscious wise. Pay attention. And yeah, keep everyone, as far as what's going on, like I mentioned, please keep that same energy on whatever you're advocating as far as for black lives, black gamers, black creators, black inventors, black advocates, black lawyers, black whatever. You know what I'm saying? We do not get spoken upon. We do not get anything a lot of times unless we're doing it ourselves, or they want to pick their black friend because he's cool, so we're going to put him on. Like, things like that. We're talking about actually we have what we have, and no one should be begging for equality. Like, really? So, or civil. We're just not even begging for equality. It's civil things. So, on an end note, if you are going to be on Destiny, I'm going to need you to add me up because your girl needs help, of course. And for more developments on Destiny 2 as far as Beyond Light, please stay tuned. I am going to be on it this time. This is a start right here, right now. And definitely check out geekgametype.com. Also, check out some of my good friends as well that have some really, really great content creation and podcasts. I'm going to leave that in the description below as far as a list of different people that you all should check out. A lot of times during my streams, I'll give shout outs and stuff, but like my sister Minnie Feet Lee was like, yo, where's the links? So I'm going to definitely put those links down below. So definitely check out these different black content creators and different foundations as well, because we need a push to see more black people in STEM alone. You know, that's where, and that starts with our youth, for real, or if you are aspiring right now as an adult. So yeah, I will see you all later. I'm excited for Destiny 2 as far as the whole Beyond Light expansion and what's going on. I think they're going in the right route. We're going to get 60 frames across the board. And as far as whatever they're going to improve on as well, they said they're going to have some things coming down the line. So there's probably going to be some more continuation. This is right now E3 time. So you're going to see more, you're going to hear more, and I can't wait to see some more developments. So I will check you out later. It is your master geektress, REDinFamy. Check out geekgametite.com. Peace, y'all. Thanks for staying.